Let's talk about Tyla's concerts. They aren't just concerts anymore, they're full-blown chaos. And we mean that in the best way possible. People aren't just vibing, they're losing their minds. So if you've ever wondered which cities gave Tyla the craziest, loudest, most unforgettable energy, this is exactly where you need to be. Let's get into the top 5 cities where the crowd reactions were so loud, even Tyla looked a little shook. 1. London, UK. London didn't wait to be impressed. The second Tyla appeared, the volume spiked, and it never came back down. This wasn't a warm-up crowd. This was a full throttle, scream your heart out, jump until you drop kind of energy. The UK fans came armed with lyrics, moves, and pure adrenaline. Water wasn't a performance, it was a chant. The beat hit and the venue flipped. People on balconies, standing on seats, waving South African flags, dancing like the floor was on fire. That's not an exaggeration. London erupted, and Tyla, she didn't even need to sing every line. The crowd handled it. Her mic was practically a prop because the audience was doing the work, word for word. But it wasn't just water. Every track got love. Slow ones, high-tempo bangers, unreleased snippets. London fans were locked in, like they were auditioning to be her backup vocals. The energy was electric. The vibe was unmatched. And by the time she took a bow, London had already posted 200 TikToks and 3 million Insta stories. This was a fan base in its prime, and they made sure Tyla felt it. 2. Johannesburg, South Africa. Now let's talk about Johannesburg, because no one goes harder than a home crowd. This wasn't a show, it was a celebration. Tyla coming home, that was a moment the city had been waiting for. The crowd came in waving flags, rocking custom merch, chanting her name before the lights even dimmed. The moment she appeared, it was deafening, not just loud, it was overwhelming. Like you could feel the noise in your chest. There's something different about the energy in Joburg. It's not just about excitement, it's about pride. Tyla is theirs. And they showed up like protective families, and die-hard stands rolled into one. Amapiano hits different in South Africa. When Tyla dropped those tracks live, people danced like the music came from their own soul. The rhythm wasn't just in the air, it was in their bones. And that connection, nothing else like it. Truth or dare, the crowd screamed every line. Butterflies, they knew the harmonies. It wasn't just loud, it was spiritual. Joburg showed the world that when a South African artist makes it big, the whole country cheers. And in Tyla's case, they screamed. 3. New York City, USA. New York is known for being tough to impress. They've seen everyone. They've clapped for Beyoncé. They've booed legends. So when Tyla hit the NYC stage and had the crowd losing it by the second track, that was major. From the jump, this crowd came in hot. They weren't easing into the show, they were ready to explode. As soon as Tyla appeared, it was like a dam broke. Screams, chants, air horns, fans climbing over each other just to get a better view. By the time she got to On and On, the entire venue was vibrating. No exaggeration, phones were flying. People were sweating like it was cardio hour. And Tyla, she was feeding off it like a queen. But NYC didn't just give energy, they gave consistency. From beginning to end, they stayed loud. No mid-show slump, no phone-checking moments, just unfiltered noise and non-stop movement. And let's be honest, Tyla looked like she was having the time of her life. That kind of reception from New York, it means something. It's not easy to dominate that stage, but she did, effortlessly. By the time the show ended, the crowd didn't want to leave. Security had to start herding people out while they were still chanting her name. 4. Lagos, Nigeria. Here's where things get wild. Tyla wasn't even the headliner in Lagos. She was a guest, a surprise guest, and yet she practically stole the entire night. Flytime Fest, December 22nd, 2024. Gunna was on stage. The crowd was vibing. Then suddenly, boom, Tyla walks out, and the room just detonated. People screamed like they saw a ghost, but not a scary one, a glorious, chart-topping South African queen kind of ghost. And she didn't even need a full set. She gave them Jump and Push to Start. That's it. 2 tracks, but that's all it took. Those 2 songs turned the place upside down. The crowd was jumping, yelling, grabbing their friends. People in the back were climbing onto shoulders just to get a better view. The venue turned into a wave of energy, and when she walked off, The crowd kept going, chanting her name, screaming for more. Social media lit up instantly. Fans didn't just want more, they demanded it. Lagos made it very clear. Next time, Tyla better bring a full show, because they're ready, and they've proven they'll bring stadium-level noise. 5. Paris, France. Don't let the fashion fool you. Paris fans came to rage. Sure, they were stylish, but the minute Tyla hit the stage, all that elegance went out the window. This crowd screamed like it was a rock concert. From the first beat drop, it was chaos, in the best way. Phones in the air, glitter everywhere, fans pushing forward just to get a glimpse, and the singing crystal clear, loud, passionate. Even the slower songs had people belting out the lyrics, like they were in a Disney finale. And the movement, unreal. The entire venue was dancing, like full-on shoulder rolls, footwork, hip swinging. It was a sea of rhythm. You'd think Paris crowds would keep it cool. Nope, they were locked in. Water came on and the crowd just transformed. The energy went through the roof. Tyla was glowing. The whole set felt like a high-fashion fever dream, and nobody wanted to wake up. When she closed the show, the applause didn't stop. She could have walked back out and done the whole set again, and they would have stayed. Paris wasn't just impressed, they were obsessed. From viral to global. Now, before Tyla had cities like London and Lagos screaming her lyrics back to her, she was dominating stages that only future legends touch. Her Coachella debut in 2024, instant classic. She stepped on that stage with water dancers, Amapiano beats bumping, and the whole crowd eating out of the palm of her hand. It wasn't just hype, it was a declaration. She wasn't a one-hit wonder, she was the main event, and the crowd, wild. Americans who'd only heard Water once were suddenly chanting her name like it was their anthem. People came for the vibe, but stayed for the Tyla experience. That performance alone sent her streams flying and booked her on even bigger stages. Then came the Olympics-level buzz. Her dance moves, her stage presence. It was giving opening ceremony headliner energy. She's not booked for the Paris Olympics yet, but the way she's moving globally, it wouldn't be a shock if she headlined a future one. From award show stages to late-night US debuts, she's been stacking moment after moment, proving that she's not just a viral moment, she's a worldwide movement. Let's call it like it is. These 5 cities didn't just show up for Tyla, they blew up for her. London brought the choir, Johannesburg brought the soul, New York brought the heat, Lagos brought chaos, Paris brought the glam and the screams. Every city gave Tyla something different, but all of them delivered the same message. She's unstoppable. The crowd reactions weren't normal, they were historic. She's not just a pop star, she's a movement. She's building a fan base that doesn't just listen, they roar, they scream, they cry, they live for these moments. And if this is just the beginning, the rest of the world better get ready, because Tyla's coming, and she's bringing the loudest fans on the planet with her. Next stop, probably somewhere that's not ready for her, but they will be, once they hear that first beat, and once they scream back. And that's a wrap on the loudest cities that went absolutely feral for Tyla. From London's echoing arenas to Lagos' unstoppable energy, this girl's got the world in a chokehold. But here's the real question. Where do you think Tyla should perform next? Drop your dream city in the comments, and while you're at it, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on that little bell so you don't miss the next Tyla takeover.